This is an NBC5 First Warning Weather Alert.
Hi there, Tyler Jankowski here. It is 8 o'clock and we are in the middle of a very serious flooding situation for northern and central Vermont in particular. This is the very latest radar picture with the rain having exited out of southern Vermont and out of Rutland. The bigger areas, the bigger rivers, I should say, will still rise in southern spots. But in terms of the flash flooding and the widespread flooding, the issue right now is in northern and central Vermont. We could put a loop on this and you'll see the rain is working into northern New York, but it is just pounding northern Vermont, the northern half of the state. And there is a very serious flooding situation ongoing and getting worse in the Montpelier and Barre area for a lot of Washington County in that flash flood warning box. There's also a lot of flooding likely ongoing between Newport and Enosburg under this very heavy rain. We're also losing daylight, which increases the seriousness of the situation because it's about to be a lot harder to see what's going on. But right now, the flash flood warning, the only flash flood warning that we have, goes from Moortown to Montpelier to East Barre, Graniteville, Northfield, many road closures in the area. It's hard to keep track and know for sure what's closed and what's open. We've heard from people in the downtown Montpelier area saying it's very hard to get around. In southern Vermont, you can see the rain is gone, but the rivers are still going up. The big ones, at least, will still go up in southern spots. So it's just that one flash flood warning in this area that goes until 9 p.m., but it's likely to be extended beyond 9 p.m. because the water is still rising. The Winooski is very close to Irene levels in central Vermont right now, and this is what we're looking at going forward here. This is only a map of additional rainfall. So the thinking is the most flooding overnight will be near and under the red color and a little away from it as the water drains through the rivers and streams. So it's mostly a northwestern Vermont problem here through the darkness of this upcoming night. Bakersfield, Enosburg, Richford, Montgomery, Belvedere, Waterville, over towards North Troy. As we get down into central Vermont, not as much additional rain, but remember, even if the rain ends, the water may still rise for an hour or 2 or 3. So even if you're not seeing a lot of additional rain, area waterways are still rising through this whole part of this map that you see. Mount Mansfield, Cambridge, Jericho, Huntington, seeing a lot more additional rainfall. Bristol and Warren in the same boat. And then as we go down, you can see here Ludlow, which had all the damage earlier through downtown and over towards the Connecticut River Valley, pretty much done for additional rainfall, but not necessarily flooding if some of the water like the Connecticut River is still coming up. So wanted to show you the rivers that are expected to reach major flood stage. The Mad River near Moortown, the Winooski at Montpelier is in major flood stage right now, and it's still going up. I mean, we've been looking at the gauge in the Weather Center and it's going like this. So the forecast is a crest of 19.3. It's not quite there yet, or it should be a little higher than that, actually. I think some of the new numbers might be a foot or two higher than that. But the Lamoille River at Johnson should crest in major flood stage overnight. The Winooski at Essex Junction is going to crest tomorrow morning, 6 or 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. 2 more in the major category as well. The Otter Creek at Center Rutland, and the Williams River near Rockingham has gone way above forecast. That's at major now. The Missisquoi also seeing moderate flooding as we go through the night. So as of 8:04 in the evening, central Vermont is hardest hit in the last 6 hours, and the flooding continues to pick up. We will continue to have updates through the evening and for the news at 10 and 11. For now, though, we'll send you back over to the program in progress.